Welcome. In today's lesson, we're going to discuss direct mail marketing for real estate. I kind of have a unique strategy when it comes to direct mail. With a lot of real estate agents, and it's not necessarily wrong. It can be something that you might want to test, but they often do is they'll purchase a list of homeowners in a specific area, physical addresses for homeowners in a specific area, and then do a postcard campaign to that list. So the thing behind that is that creates that brand awareness, and you'll get some potential leads in the door from those efforts, and that's not necessarily wrong, but it's not the most optimized way to go about it. What I find is the Google Ads it's going to be your main marketing avenue that you should pursue, and then use direct mail campaigns either for follow-up if you have a large database of people that you have their information for, or if you want to test out doing a postcard campaign to a list of homeowners in a specific area. You're absolutely welcome to try. I'm just saying that dollar per dollar return on investment, Google advertising is the way to go. And what you'll see with a lot of these examples we're looking at is, it's something like, ready to sell? Do you want to sell your home? Things like that. If someone's looking to sell their home, they're gonna search on Google for real estate information, right? They're gonna search for, mortgage rates or whatever sort of information might be online. How much what other homes are selling for in their area. Real estate for sale in that area is a keyword that you're using within your Google campaign. So your ad will show up and grab their attention. So you already have that sort of brand awareness with that audience, and doing those sort of mass campaigns where you're spending about 45 cents per postcard with printing and mailing costs to be sent out. So, if you send out 10,000 postcards, that's let's just say $4,500, not to mention your graphic designer, and oftentimes that might not lead to anything. You might not get one lead off of that, but if you get one or two, it can certainly be profitable depending on your market and the sort of campaigns that you're running. So I would say if you're going to do direct mail campaigns, really try and focus them more on your previous customer base. If you have a good sized audience with that, if you have 1,000 people that you have their physical addresses or they've contacted you before, make sure that they're part of an ongoing campaign where every 3 months maybe where you send out a postcard. That could be an audience of only 1,000 people, but that audience is going to get you. They're going to be much more responsive, right? Because they've already been to your website, they've contacted you, they're interested, and you're continuing to make sure that they know who you are ongoing. And then instead of spending $4,500 on a large scale campaign, sending out to every homeowner in the area, take that budget, apply it to Google, right? You're getting leads in the door that way. You're getting data in the door that way. You're getting those physical addresses from potential buyers and sellers, and then add that to your database of potential customers and previous customers, and then send them direct mail campaigns, as part of an ongoing effort. So let's just look at a few designs here, and I'll give you a bit of insight just overall. So really, I pulled up, let's see here. This is actually a good template here. Really, with these sorts of campaigns, you're going for brand awareness. You just want to make sure they know who you are. You're not trying to get them to sell their home. You're not trying to get them to buy a home. You're not pushing any sort of specific information about you. I just want to know Jill. Jill is, I see that face. I know her name's Jill. That's what you're trying to get at with these sorts of campaigns. So this does say, perfect time to sell, but just as an overall template, this is a good way to go, especially when compared to some of these templates we'll look at in a second here. This is great. So, this is the person, this is her name, here's her contact info. That's it. Like you're just getting across, this is me, remember me. That's really what you're doing with these smaller campaigns. You can have some information on the back, definitely, and we'll get to that in a second. But as far as an overall design, this looks great. You're just trying to get that message across. Yeah, this is another. It's a fine example. I would remove I can sell your home here, but you have the person, you have her name, some sort of call to action, that's fine, and their contact information. So that would be one design. And then on the back of the card, you would have additional information about about their services. And so let's look at a few of these direct mail campaigns or direct mail designs, and I'm just going to offer a bit of criticism across the board. So with any of these, you just want one clear message to come across, even if it wasn't just a brand awareness sort of campaign. It's this one clear message, as little text as possible. You would just want to have it very, very clear images, one image, two images. This is just there's a lot going on. So like this, I don't need to see the interiors of all, the insides here. And this, if you're going to go for this sort of design, the image of this guy, that needs to be front and center. Like, you need to have that taking up this whole side right here, and have this house be minimal. What's his name? Derek. Derek is smaller than the actual name of the realty company that he works with, right? You want to have his name big. You want to have his picture big. I want to know his face. I want to know his name. That's really the goal with these sorts of marketing efforts. That's not even worth talking about. Yeah, I think we looked at this in a previous example. It's no good. So you have this guy up here. You have his name. It's fine. But you have a www. Please get rid of the wwws. We get it. We know it's a website. It's a .com. We understand. You don't need to have the www. His picture should be at least, a third or half of the space on here, right? I want to know his face. I want to know his name. That's really bad. I mean, you're offering a Home Depot card when they sign up. That's doesn't look good for your branding. Okay, that's an example. Property. Okay, I make her a lot bigger. I make her name a lot bigger, and then the actual property would be minimal. I'll just repeat this a few more times, but the image of the person, make it huge, make their name huge. Kimberly Smith, make it huge. Contact information, have it there, but it doesn't need to be quite as large. If you had just one image of one piece of property here, and then a big image of her, I want to have that recognition, right? So when I think, real estate, something, I want to sell a home, I want to buy a home, whatever it might be. Do I know any real estate agents? Kimberly, right? Like I have that association there. That's what we're going for here. We're not going for, this home here that they sold back in August. That there's no connection there. I want to be sitting around. Okay, I've decided to sell my home. Who do I? Oh, Kimberly, right? I'll call Kimberly. That's what you're trying to get across in your customer's mind. Yeah, I mean, these are just templates, but enlarge that. And it's a great looking home, but I don't need to see the bedroom. I don't need to see the living room. I mean, make that a lot bigger. His name should be where it says just sold. Have his name there. Yeah, same sort of principle. I'd switch these two images, or just have her image here in big. Just like her name should be where just listed is. Make it predominant, right? It's just with these sorts of ads. I mean, direct mail. A lot of real estate agents, they try and add a lot of information. They think that that's going to help with conversions. It doesn't. If anything, it confuses them a little bit. You want to get a clear message across to them that they understand and will resonate with them, and then gets them to hopefully take action, right? So, with this postcard, you have these sort of little paragraphs here. You don't want that. You want image of you, image of your company logo or whatever it might be, predominant, the name, your company or the name of your name, right? Your contact information. On the back of the postcard, You can definitely have some points about your agency, how you're the number one agency in the area, or how you sold more homes than this, or how whatever it might be. You're a specialist in Redondo Beach, you're a specialist in Yucca Valley, or whatever your area is, as bullet points. You really, I mean, 25 words for some of these ads. I mean, and they work really, really well. It's minimalist, simplify as much as possible. If there's a big word in there, get rid of it. Make it just really easy for the customer to understand, and then get it so easy that it's as easy as it can be. Make it easier than that. If a third grader can't read it or understand what you're saying on the ad, it's no good. Yeah, a lot of these are just pushing the properties more than the actual agents. Yeah, it's no good. You get that little thing right there. So just going back to what really works here is predominant image of the agent or your business. This is a good one. I mean, you could do something with the design here where make it even larger because you have kind of a lot of space around her, but make it so that I have the association. Oh, that's her. I remember her name. Oh, I want to sell my house at some point. I know her. That's what we're trying to do with all these efforts. And then it's the same thing. Yeah. I would change the text here at the bottom, but this is a much better sort of ad than this sort of messaging. It could be quality information that you're trying to get across, but here's the thing: it's like 3 months from now. As I say, this is like the back of the postcard or the front postcard, whatever it might be. 3 months from now, I want to sell my home. I'm not going to remember any of this. I'm going to remember this guy's face, and I'm going to remember this guy's name if it's done correctly, right? And if I get that postcard in the mail once every 3 months, whatever it might be, and I'm seeing ads on Google, and I'm seeing and maybe some ads on Facebook, it's that association that you're creating. And that's really what you got to kind of optimize with these ads. Not really so much the specifics of what you want the person to do within the postcard. But so design wise, I mean, if you have a graphic designer, great. You can hire a freelancer really easily. And there's a lot of websites where you can hire these sorts of people, but I will design an awesome postcard for you. We'll even put okay, great. So this guy, modern postcard design, $10. He has 5 stars. It's good. $10. And a lot of these guys, I mean, they're based in God knows where, but they actually, they're good designers. I mean, they do good work. There's a little bit of a language barrier there. You might have to hire on a few people, 3 to 5 people before you find somebody who's really good and understands what you're saying and understands what you want. But you can get a really good graphic designers from here. And using that sort of template I laid out where you're predominant, your name's predominant, you'll get some good results. And then just wanted to show there's a lot of different services out there. Maybe better than this one. This is just one I've used quite a few times in the past. But Vistaprint actually offers a pretty good service where they mail and print your postcards. Their costs are good, and it's really quality work that they deliver. So not associated with them in any way. Just wanted to mention them. So if you were to do generally the smaller postcards, they work pretty well for 4.2 by 5.5. You can do larger postcards if you want, though. It's not really needed, though. I find that those sorts of cards, some people might want to mail a larger postcard compared to the smaller ones, but I find that those don't really convert that much better. So, the smaller ones are cheaper and do the same job. So you can, let's just say you're doing, 5,000 people, you're looking at $2,500. It's if you get a couple sales off of that can deliver really good results. And the whole thing is with targeting, right? So if you were just doing 5,000 people, they're homeowners in a specific area, it might get you some results. But if this is an audience that you've been building from your Google ads and people that have come to your site, and you have a database that you've been building over time, this will get you much better results, because that brand recognition is already there, and you're just building on it and building on and building on it. And yeah, that's what I got for direct mail advertising, and hope that's helpful. And I'll see you on the next one.